Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready, line 25. Check line 54, line 54. Stop your whining. Alert flare, flare. Got it. Check. Ready, set.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Well, the first play in the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Joker. Whip. 11. Showing it. Watch the safety creep. Hey, alert 3. Hey, white. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Slam.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Ready, white 25. 54. Pick me up. Here we go. Shit. Hey, 59, ready. Yeah, right there, 54 Mike. Get in the weight room. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Ready, set.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Got him in. It's Brown. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Tuesday. Check. 80 weapons. 54. Hey, white. Check. Hey, exit. Check. Mike's fine. Got it.
Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Watch the eye. Check nickel. Shit. 21. Shit. Switch it. Come on.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Well, these two teams, the Falcons and the Vikings, have met 30 times since the Falcons' inaugural year in the league back in 1966. The Vikings winning 19 of those games, but maybe the most memorable game between the two was a Falcons victory. That was in the NFC Championship game back in January of '99. Gary Anderson missed a field goal to potentially win it at the end of regulation, and then the Falcons would get the victory in OT 30-27, and they were off. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Antonio Brown, 54 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Good route here.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
25, check 25, check wait. Hey, 1 second up.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in Week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
54, my 61, matchbox light.
On 2nd down and 4, Ryan gets it off to Freeman. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Check, 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 check. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Ready to go.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 41, Ryan. This complete to Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699.
Watch the twin. Watch the 11. Check, check. Hey, echo.
Now Ryan on 1st down. He completes it to Jones. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time, in football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. A quick throw here out to Brown. So they decline it, and they choose to not give him that down back.
And I think that's the key to everything there. They didn't give up any yardage even on the completed pass. Don't give them an extra down in order to try and pick up a 1st.
Slam, slam, slam. 51, down. Base, base.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. Freeman a 1st down and more. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
check. Hey, Tuesday. Coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check four. General West. Tighten up. Kill. Hey,
They'll look to run with Freeman. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Down. Ready. 280. 51, jump!
Now Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Antonio Brown. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons push further out in front. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Switch. Check 3. Bang.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you watched a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
He's coming, double up.
Gun.
Motion.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to.
All day, baby. Let's go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You got it.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. They'll run it. Here's Cook. But he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
It's a gain of 2. That's another Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Yellow.
They go play action. Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 38-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw, Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Cousins now 5 for 5 on the drive. He's responded after the interception. It's 1st and 10.
Gun. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Leave it. Bring up 48.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And Diggs has it. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Wide. 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
From the 27, Cousins. From behind, and he's going to be driven down. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
I got you. Mike 22, Mike 22. Rhino. You. Gun. Shit. Wait the hot.
3rd and long for Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. TJ Green with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Let's get off the field.
Ito Smith, his first carry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing on 2nd down, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get...
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Mike, 55. Check.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
I don't even know why his team showed up.
Gun.
Again, it's Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Cook. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins, and that is incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. 3rd down here.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Check 26, check 26.
Check 13. Check 13.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They run it again with Cook. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Gun. Mike, 55.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Gun.
Running for it, here's Cook. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And that will force a turnover on downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Ryan. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Freeman. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Meanwhile, here a run on 1st down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
51, South. 6 guys.
On 2nd and 15 now. Ryan, and he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Kentrell Brothers. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Third and long. It's Ryan. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down in position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Vikings on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Interception, baby, all day.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes. And he'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Ryan to throw. Caught by Jones. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. And they still need 6 yards here on 3rd down after the penalty. Here's Ryan. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They come out here in the eye. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run it. Freeman. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. Freeman unable to get free here on 4th and goal. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back. And then
defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. Well, the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So that play flips the field right on its ear. Here's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Cousins to throw. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Flushed out right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
Jones has it, and he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now Ryan. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
You got tight. You got tight right there. 39. Squeeze. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Hey, South. Here we go. Bravo.
Here's Ryan. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a 1st down for the Falcons. Throwing now is Ryan. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down. Ryan wants to throw it. Gets it off to Freeman. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So give him the yardage on the pass